Alright. Hey there, my friends. Spectre 531 here. And I'm going to tell you another horrible yet very true story about my life. Okay, guys, now I told you all about how Spectre gets into trouble and he's not even trying to. Well, this is one of those stories, okay? So, which is one of the reasons I never leave the house anymore. Well, I mean, I have to leave the house sometimes because I got to go to work and stuff, but beyond that, I barely ever leave the house anymore. And it's because I get into trouble. I get into trouble when I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad state of affairs, but it's so very true. So yeah, y'all, my mother, she had happened to reconnect with one of her old schoolmates, another woman and everything was all cool and copacetic. Well, it comes to pass that she had a couple of daughters and everything, so it was all good, you know. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's all good, you know. People have kids and all that good stuff. So, and these daughters of hers, they were a little younger than me, but that was it, Really no big scrape off of anybody's nose or anything. And they took a slight liking to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, they're cool. And I'm like, and for some reason they think I'm cool. All right, this works out just fine. Well, one day my mother decided to take me over to her house when they were having a 4th of July thing or whatnot. And I'm like, okay, me, I'd rather stay at home, play my game, do my thing. But she's like, no, let's go on over there. So I'm like, okay, fine. So we go, and there she is with her daughters there and whatnot. I wasn't really expecting them, but I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's a family thing, so why wouldn't it be, right? But anyway,
if you could just kindly come with us, we can wrap this whole thing.
No, I'm not leaving.
Mom decided it was time to go, but she was like, hey, Spec, you want to stay here with them? You can. And they was like, yeah, why don't you stay here with us? I should have known right there that something was messed up, but okay, I didn't. So I'm like, okay, I guess I can stay here and chill with them or whatever. So
you can't just arrest him.
That's what I was doing. I was sitting there chilling with them and everything, and I fell back into my usual spectrally self. Where, really, Frank? You're just gonna glitch right through the head there. But anyway, sorry. I was my spectrally self. I sit there, and I got all quiet again. I was just sitting there watching TV, letting time pass, because that's what's up for me. Okay, so I was sitting there and everything, and then one of the two daughters decide, hey, Spec. I'm like, yeah, what's up? Hey, do you want to hear a dirty joke? I'm like, Yeah, sure, okay. And remember, y'all. Remember, I'm older than they are, okay? So, and it was just by a couple of years, but still, same diff, you know. They came to me with this. So they're like, yeah, I know this dirty joke and everything. So they told me this joke, and I can tell you honestly, it had to be one of the lamest dirty jokes I've ever heard in my damn life, okay? Now, yes, that's just a reality. It had to be one of the lamest jokes I've ever heard in my life. And yet, I'm like, okay, well, since they told me one, I'll fire one right back at them. So, I did, you know, and it wasn't really too, you know, deep or anything, because to be honest with you, the dirty jokes I knew, they were like, you know, I'd rather them be more funny than dirty, you feel me? So I told them this joke I had just read off of the internet, and I'm not going to repeat it here because it's a lame ass joke, and why would I bring y'all that? Okay, so anyway, I gave them that one, and it was dirty, supposedly, and they were just all giggling and laughing it up and everything and all this and that. So I'm like, okay, yay, I'm a hit with the girls here. Great. Now, mind you, my mind was strictly on, okay, I'm being sociable, and then I get to go home eventually whenever mom comes back or whatnot. Well, that's all there was to it. But here's the kicker. About 1 to 2 days later, my mother gets an angry phone call from their mother talking about, I was telling all these dirty jokes, this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. Now, the cool thing here is that I already knew what kind of relationship my mother and I had. So she knew when I was telling the truth. And I told her straight up, I'm like, Mom, I just told them one back because, you know, they started telling me these jokes. In fact, they volunteered all of this. And my mom said, uh-huh. Yeah, I believe that too. And I'm like, damn right. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Damn, I'm getting set up by these broads here, and all I did was reciprocate a damn joke? Really? Man, she was like, you know what, don't even worry about it. Forget this ditzy bitch. And she's talking about her friend there, thinking that her daughters are some cut from the cloth of angels, and them bitches were highway to hell, basically. So, yeah. Here I am about to get my good name tarnished in almost every way because these broads decided they wanted to tell a quote-unquote dirty joke, and I just reciprocated one, which it wasn't really dirty. It was lame. It was really a lame-ass joke. So, yeah, y'all, I gotta tell you, be careful. Okay, whatever you do, be damn careful, because all these people, they will try to set you up and you not even know why, okay? Because that's all we were doing. We were sitting there watching videos. Eventually Bone came on with look into my eyes on the video and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, there's my stuff right there. Then they decide they want to tell these little jokes and whatnot. So I'm like, whatever, okay. And then I'm getting accosted by their damn mother. Actually, my mom is being accosted by their mother on my behalf and all this and that. And it's like, okay.
Right.
It's like, are we really doing this? And my mother told her, look, my child never has to come around there again because, in fact, looking at him now, he really doesn't want to. And she was so damn right about that because she knew I was a...
Perfect. I'm a pro. You're nothing. Nothing. Perfect.
And she knew I was antisocial anyway, so I could, like, be at home alone and be just fine. Really? You gonna go all the way back there and do that? Y'all don't get y'all monkey asses away from me. Wait a minute.
Smile. Perfect. Yeah. Keep it up, old timer. Smile.
Oh boy, will you hurry up, you bastard.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Great
Now,
job.
let's get this on. Signature cool pose.
Smile. Oh, yeah, great. Fantastic. Perfect.
Okay, so yeah, y'all, just be careful, okay?
Well,
Because I got totally roped into that, you know, and it was like, really? This is a thing? Really? I mean, this is what we're doing now. We're just setting people up, for real. So, I mean, I thank all goodness and gods that made me. I'm so glad my mother knew what the real deal was. Because anybody else, they'd be like, oh yeah, but you're a guy and you know better and all this and that. Hell, I was just like 1 or 2 years older than these broads. And here I am catching a case. Well, almost. Because of the fact that they decided they wanted to tell some damn dirty jokes. Which was not on my mind at the time. I was just chilling, loving bone. And that was it. So... anyway, my friends, there is another little tale of sadness and madness in my damn life that I went through. So, on that note, this is your friend Spectre 531 telling you that if you enjoyed this, which I don't know why you enjoy my pain and suffering, but if you enjoyed this, by all means, go ahead and hit that like button like it owes you money. And if you're not an official corner dweller, what the heck are you waiting for? Go ahead, become one. It's absolutely free. I promise I will never go up on that price. And if you got something to say, go ahead and drop it in the comments section. And if you want to hit me up elsewhere, like on Twitter or Instagram, go ahead and hit me up at Spectre531. Nobody gets this name but me. Except those places where they actually had my name before me. Damn them. But anyway, on all of those notes, this is your friend Spectre531 fading away.